Hello guys, in this video you will see interviews that I gave to people at Youmacon 2012 dealing with their thoughts on One Piece. Reason I decided to do this mainly is because I wanted to get the perspective of people out on the street dealing with One Piece rather than just getting the same old internet perspective that we all see all the time, and just to see if it would be any different. If there is one thing I've noticed on the internet, YouTube specifically, is that people either really love One Piece or they can't get into it or they really hate it. So anyway, I hope you all enjoy this video. Hey, what's up YouTube? I'm here today with two anime fans on day 2 of Youmacon 2012. So guys, I can tell you pretty much like One Piece based on your cosplay, and I just want to get your thoughts overall on the series. Like, you know, what do you think is really good about One Piece, and you know, why do you think people should get into it if you think people should get into the series?
The adventure, the character, the plot, basically that kind of thing. I'm a big fan of the characters, the art style, just the vivid personalities of characters really drew me in, and I like that they don't really drop the main characters or focus on one for too long. I'm at a loss for words though, it is amazing, and you should do it and watch it because it is amazing. Alright, now who is your favorite character in One Piece, both of you? Zoro. Frankie.
Alright, why do you like Zoro and why do you like Frankie?
I've always been a fan of swordsmen, and Zoro just makes that character awesomely, and he has, like, what's better than one sword, and you can have 3.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I like Frankie because he likes cola and I like cola, and he's a cyborg and I'm not a cyborg, but I wish I was. And he's super in every sense of the word, and amazing. And I hope we see a lot of him in the future.
Alright, and one final question. Why did you decide to cosplay as Luffy instead of Zoro?
You know, dyeing my hair green, I don't have 3 swords just carry around, and I had all of this just laying around. I'm like, I'll just throw it on and walk as Luffy.
Oh, makes sense. You do a good Luffy too.
Thank you.
Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Game on Cloud 9 here, and I'm here today with an anime fan, or you could technically say Kakashi, and I just want to get his thoughts on the series known as One Piece. Do you love it? Do you hate it? And either way, like, explain why you love it or you may hate it.
Alright. When it comes to the anime One Piece is actually kind of cool, but I think it's too many episodes for it. It should have been over a while ago.
So, like, as far as you thinking One Piece is okay, what did you like about One Piece when you checked it out?
Let's see. I actually like Luffy. Luffy, he's cool, you know, but it's like for a pirate cartoon, usually pirate cartoons don't last as long as One Piece has been lasting.
So basically you think like the story's too long, the pacing is kind of like off?
Yeah, it's too long. There's one too many characters that then popped up now. So it's like started taking forever.
And one question before we go. Why did you decide to dress up as Kakashi?
Because I knew it was going to be the only black one here.
What's up YouTube? This is Game on Cloud 9 here, and I am here today with another anime fan, and I'm gonna ask you, do you love One Piece? Do you hate One Piece? What are your thoughts on the series overall?
I'm kind of indifferent about One Piece. I mean, I liked it a lot when I was a kid, and there is a series of it I like. There's a lot of chunks of it that are just great, and there's a lot that aren't so great.
Oh, okay. What arcs or what parts of One Piece did you like back in the day?
There was this part of One Piece where they're like in this city, like the sky with the clouds, and there's like all these beautiful characters with this bright hair.
Oh, Skypiea?
Like, yeah, that was so beautiful, and that's why I love that part of the anime. Like, I would go out and buy all those books just for that section.
So what ultimately turns you off of it, where you just like, I'm not feeling it no more?
I don't like animes that run very long. Like, my favorite anime is probably 8 episodes. No, it's 12. Like, I just like stuff that's short and sweet, and it was running on a little too long for me, and I kind of wanted it.
Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Game on Cloud 9 here, and today I'm here with another anime fan. And I just want to ask you, what are your thoughts on the series known as One Piece? Like, do you love it? Do you hate it? You know, and like, how much of it you've seen so far? That kind of thing.
Okay, I've only seen a little bit. I've seen a few episodes, but from those episodes I've seen that I like the animation style. I like how the plot. I've seen only a little bit, but I like the characters. The character development so far is very good. The characters are really funny. I think if something is funny and it makes a point, I think that's what it is.
Was there any character that stood out to you when you did check out One Piece that you would probably like to see again if you watched another episode or two?
I don't remember his name, but I think it's the guy with, he has a straw hat and the red vest. I forgot his name.
Oh, so Luffy, Monkey D. Luffy, the main character.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up YouTube? I'm here today with another fan of anime, and I just want to ask you, what are your thoughts on the series known as One Piece overall? Do you love it so far? Do you hate it so far? Do you keep up with it?
I've watched a lot of it back when Toonami was on, so I was like a really big fan with it, and then, you know, not having internet access for a little while, and then there being so many episodes, I got a little bit behind. My friends, they keep up with it. I do love the series though. It is very good, well story. It didn't drag out like how Bleach is and finally ended to where the point where it's like, oh my god, why is there still going? One Piece still has a fluent story that, you know, makes it so you want to continue watching and hoping there's another episode. So, I mean, that's my opinion on One Piece, and just a great character cast also.
Okay, now what would you say is probably the most defining thing that separates One Piece from other series?
It's got a good balance of drama, goofiness, realisticness, and it's out there, non-realistic stuff. You know, so you kind of can relate to the characters, but at the same time you kind of wish you could do the type of stuff the characters do. That's how I feel. So.
Okay guys, I hope you all enjoyed these interviews. If there's one thing that I've noticed from interviewing people on and off camera, is that most will say that One Piece is a pretty good series, but then there's also some that will say that One Piece is a bit too long, and that they feel as though that it should have been a lot shorter than what it actually is, which to some degree I'm actually going to have to agree with that. Now, some of you out there may or may not like what I just said, and don't get me wrong, it doesn't mean that I don't like One Piece, nor does it mean that I'm about to stop following it. But I will say that there are a lot of different parts on One Piece that could definitely be cut out or cut down that, in my opinion, weren't really needed. Actually, I will go as far as to say that's probably why One Piece doesn't have as many filler arcs as Naruto or Bleach, mainly due to the reason that a lot of the filler scenes in One Piece are just extended canon scenes. Now, some of you out there may or may not prefer in-canon filler. I'm pretty sure probably most of you out there do prefer in-canon filler because we all like to see canon scenes because that's when everything matters the most. That's when the story actually progresses, and actually everything that's supposed to happen in the story is actually occurring, to where filler, we all know, nothing matters in filler. It serves no purpose whatsoever other than trying to give the writer or the mangaka enough time to be able to write more chapters to add to the anime. But just like with everything, I feel as though some things can happen a bit too much, which is basically how I feel about in-canon filler in One Piece. I mean, when you look at Luffy versus Hody in the manga versus the anime, Luffy tore up Hody really bad in the manga, versus when you look at the anime, it almost looked like he was struggling against Hody a little bit. I mean, yes, the end result was the same, but it still kind of threw out the little vibe that you normally probably would have got in the manga. I mean, in the manga, you're wondering like, dang, I mean, Luffy really did get a lot stronger. I mean, he's going in, he's fighting against Hody. Hody seems like nothing. You look at the anime, you're like, dang, Luffy, come on, get in there. Now, I know probably some of you out there are saying, how is this Oda's fault? Don't get me wrong, I definitely think Oda is a good writer, but I would go ahead and say that the reason why I feel as though this is a bit of his problem is because when you extend certain scenes or certain arcs in the manga a bit longer than probably they should, then it's not really leaving the animators much of a choice, because they don't really have any room to be able to throw in an actual filler arc, so that certain canon scenes in anime won't really be filled with a bunch of in-canon filler. Now, in-canon filler in like different scenes or different climactic scenes and different arcs can be good. I mean, I look at like in the Naruto series, Naruto versus Pain, definitely liked the whole special animation where we had a few extra scenes in there that definitely were in the manga, had explosions and all different kinds of sorts of things. But again, like I said, sometimes I think certain things can be overdone just a bit too much and throw off the feeling that you normally would probably have gotten from the manga, that you get a totally different vibe from in the anime. And one last thing to say about One Piece. I definitely don't think it should take 10 years to get to the end of your story, but I do enjoy the characters. I definitely think that One Piece is something that people should check out. So again, I don't want anybody thinking that I'm trying to be negative here and I'm like crapping on One Piece or anything like that. Definitely not. You know, I definitely do recommend it. If you do like, I mean, if you've never seen One Piece before and you've heard a lot about it, or you hear people always trying to suggest it, I do think it's worth checking out, although I will say that there are arcs that definitely could be skipped over. And some of you out there, again, may or may not like what I just said, because I know it's a big debate in the anime community. People saying, oh, you can't skip over arcs of One Piece. You know, One Piece is amazing. But if it meant getting someone into a series, and I'm just asking all my One Piece fans out there, if it meant getting someone into One Piece, wouldn't you just go ahead and just tell them to skip over certain arcs? I mean, none of y'all out there can lie and say that there aren't arcs that could be skipped over. I mean, there are important arcs. I'm not saying that there's arcs that can't be skipped, but there definitely are some points or even parts of certain arcs that could be moved over easily and it won't even make a difference. I mean, I'm even guilty of skipping over certain parts of One Piece due to the fact that, like, right when I tried to get into it, I didn't want to go ahead and, you know, be able to have to feel like I have to catch up through a bunch, like through like 600 episodes. I mean, One Piece is, I believe, almost 600 episodes. So, I mean, that's a bit intimidating for someone who's new trying to get into the story. But again, One Piece is a good story. I definitely recommend it. I hope everybody enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the interviews. I hope you enjoyed hearing my thoughts on it. And anyway, I hope you all have a great day. Please do not forget to rate this video. So if you liked it, put a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, you can put a thumbs down. If you like my content and you would like to see more, please don't forget to go ahead and subscribe and leave your thoughts down below whether or not you think that people can skip over arcs of One Piece or not. Anyway, have a good day.